here out on the bench. This is just an Elliot's Extras video for my mate Joe. He told me about my clock radio. This is the second bit of feedback I got about my clock radio. The first was that that I needed to take off the acrylic, so I did that earlier today. But of course, my mate Joe has spotted that the dots here, they're to go over the speaker in the back here, and this gap, I thought it must have been for the photoresistor here, but it's not. It's for the thermistor, which is here. There you go. So it's just to get a little bit of airflow around the thermistor. So let's do this again. I did this just this morning, and now I have to do it again. I'm just going to pop out these bolts, and then we'll turn everything around and dig ourselves out of this particular hole. That will probably be everything, and that will conclude work on this this project, which is probably now perfect. What do you reckon? No more mistakes. I have to say I was quite impressed with this radio. It was you know, it was just perfect. No bits were missing, no bits were broken. Everything arrived. It functioned. I mean, the manual was in Chinese, but that proved to be no problem. I had enough information with the schematic diagram to build the kit, and then when I needed help with the instructions for how to actually use the thing, Google Translate was good enough. So okay, now that's going to be the bit on the back there. So this will be the front, and this is the bottom, and this is the side, goes that way. Okay, getting there. So yeah, as I was saying, the project was really excellent. It was a great experience figuring all that out and putting it all together and having essentially no problems. Of course, I made two mistakes. The first one was I didn't take off the acrylic cover, and the second one was that I put the back on the front. But, you know, no harm, no foul. All's well that ends well, is what they say. Now, yes, and the other thing to note about this particular project is it's all being done on a microcontroller. I don't know if everyone noticed that in the show notes, but that main IC in there, that's a custom programmed microcontroller. So they've obviously they've got software that provides all the functions for this device, and they've pre-programmed it. They didn't share the software. They didn't provide source code or instructions for programming or anything like that. But this is indeed a programmed solution. I've got my label on the bottom there that just says that. Oh no, we want to put the bolts through the other way, don't we? Yes, we do. Alright, well, I'm glad I caught that before I did all of them. We might as well have the bolts come from the front through to the back. That's the most natural way to do things, and then we won't have the bolts hanging out the front. And I have to say, even just having this little clock on my bench, I'm pretty happy to have a dedicated clock on my bench. I do have other clocks on the bench, but they're on devices that have multi-functions. Consequently, the clock isn't always visible if I'm using the other functions, particularly with my multimeter. My multimeter has a clock on it, but if I'm using that, then the clock's not available. So good to have a clock. Also, I like the color. It's common for these things to be red. You know, red. In my bedroom, I've got a red clock radio, and I prefer the green. I find it's a bit softer. So there we go. I'll just tighten these up a little bit. So thanks to my YouTube friends, my clock radio got a whole lot better. The front is now on the front, and the acrylic is now uncovered. So it's all done. There he is, just like I bought one. So yeah, I'll get this video posted for my mate Joe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.